Today we will examine the installation process of the Wizard VistaView large opening retractable screen. Step 1. Identify and implement building requirements. Our first install is a bifold door that folds outward from the home. This means that we know it needs to be installed on the inside. Our tracks must be mounted on flush surfaces. Here we use a Wizard build-out bar to create a mount for the bottom track that is in line and flush with the top molding. We are ready to go. Step 2. Mount screen and housing. Position the housing on the side that the door is stowed on. Its bottom should be resting along the bottom edge of the track's mounting surface. Its sides should be right up against the jamb. Starting with the top housing screw, mark, pre-drill, and fasten. Don't fully tighten as adjustments may be required. Please repeat with the bottom housing screw. Step 3. Measure, cut, and install receiver channel. To find the height of the channel, measure from the bottom edge of the lower track's mounting surface to where the top edge of the upper track will rest. Before cutting, ensure the magnet in the channel has opposite polarity than the magnet along the pull bar's edge. Now the fat part of the channel rests against the mounting surfaces. Pre-drill and mount in place. Step 4. Measure, cut, and install tracks. To find your track length, go from the side of the housing to the inside of the receiving channel. Tracks have a cap that must go against the housing. Always measure from this side. As you feed the track through the pull bar, the zipper on the pull bar must be guided into the slot along the track. When in position, the holes on the track cap and housing will align. Now angle the track, allowing the opposite end to be placed into the receiver channel. Pre-drill through the lined up holes and affix the track and housing to the mounting surface. Now fasten along the center line of the track, pre-drilling with a recommended spacing of 2.5 feet to 3 feet. Measure and cut your top track the same way. Slide the track through the pull bar's end cap, make sure the zipper catches, the holes line up. Angle the track to get it into the receiving channel, pre-drill, and fasten through the holes. You can ensure the top track is level by pulling it across in sections, about as wide as each door panel. Pre-drill and fasten. Test track operation. Step 5. Finishing touches. Essential to the operation of a VistaView is the application of dry silicone to both the top and bottom tracks. We recommend using the provided hummingbird decals to increase the visibility of the screen. Great! We've completed one of our VistaView installs. Let's take a look at our second install. Step 1. Identify and implement building requirements. This door folds into the home, so we know it will mount on the outside. To create space between the screen and this bifold's hardware, a build-out on all sides is required. We will use Wizard build-out bar to do this. Using accurate measurements and a level, we can easily build a box frame around the door. Step 2. Mount screen and housing. The housing is mounted on the side that the door is stowed on. Position it to create a seal. Mark, pre-drill, and fasten the top housing screw in place. Don't tighten all the way in case adjustments are needed. The same process is done with the bottom housing screw. Step 3. Measure, cut, and install tracks. To find your track length, measure from the inside of the housing across to the inside of the receiver channel. Measure, mark, and cut tracks from the end with the track cap. Feed the track through the pull bar end cap, making sure the zipper catches and that the holes line up. Pre-drill and fasten through those holes. We kept this track straight by lining its bottom up with that of our perfectly level build-out, pre-drilling and fastening along the center line of the track. Measure and cut your top track. Feed it through the end cap, catch the zipper, line up the holes, pre-drill, and affix through them. We were easily able to keep this track level by lining its edge up with our level build-out. We pre-drilled and fastened along the center line of the tracking with a spacing equal to that of the door's panels. Step 4. Measure, cut, and install receiver channel. Measure from the bottom edge of the lower track's mounting surface to the top edge of the upper track's mounting surface. Make sure the channel's magnet is reverse polarity of the one along the pull bar. Cut and position so that the fat part is up against the mounting surface. Pre-drill and fasten in place. Step 5. Finishing touches. Apply dry silicone along both top and bottom track. Now use the provided decals to increase visibility of the VistaView. We have now installed 2 VistaView large opening retractable screens. Great job!